Imagine, just for a moment, a bird born inside a cage. It's never known the vastness of the sky, never felt the thrill of the wind beneath its wings. To this bird, the cage is the entire world. Now, if it sees other birds flying freely outside, it might think they're strange, or even sick. Why would they leave the safety of the cage? The thing is, it doesn't understand the concept of freedom, because it has always lived within the confines of its little cage. And honestly, this is often how it is with us humans too. We're born into families, cultures, and societies that shape how we see the world. From a very young age, we learn what's considered normal and acceptable. And just like that bird, we may not even realize there are other ways of thinking, other ways of living. This metaphor, while simple, carries a powerful truth. It reminds us that our upbringing can deeply influence our perceptions, and sometimes even limit our potential. Like the caged bird, we too can be held back by invisible bars. The bars of societal norms, cultural expectations, and long-held beliefs. From the very moment we're born, we start being shaped by the world around us. Our families, the cultures we grow up in, and the religions we're exposed to, all of these play a huge role in molding our beliefs and values. These influences become our comfort zones and our cages of familiarity. Take families, for instance. They pass down their own unique traditions, values, and ways of life. And over time, these teachings become deeply woven into how we understand the world. In the same way, our cultures give us a framework for how to interact with others. They shape our sense of right and wrong, of what's acceptable and what's not. And then there's religion. It plays a significant role in shaping our moral compass and worldview. It offers beliefs, principles, and practices that guide how we think and act. Now, while religion can absolutely be a source of comfort and guidance, it can also limit our perspectives, especially if we hold on too tightly to its doctrines without question. As we grow older, we start to notice the unwritten rules and expectations that guide our societies. These societal norms, often so deeply ingrained we don't even realize they're there, can shape our choices and, in many cases, limit our potential. Think about the traditional roles assigned to men and women in many cultures. Men are expected to be the breadwinners, strong and assertive, while women are encouraged to be nurturing, emotional, and focused on the home. These expectations can box both men and women into roles that don't reflect who they really are. They can stop us from exploring all that we're capable of, and it doesn't stop there. Societal norms can even steer us toward certain careers, those seen as respectable or stable, even when our true passions lie somewhere else entirely. Breaking free from these learned limitations, well, it starts with questioning the norms. And then, slowly but surely, exploring new paths that actually align with our own values and dreams. Religion, yeah, it's been a powerful force in shaping human civilization. It can be a source of incredible comfort. And yet, at the same time, it can also become a kind of cage. On one hand, religion gives us a moral framework, a sense of belonging and the comfort of faith. It offers guidance, purpose, and hope, especially during the toughest times. But here's the thing. When we hold too tightly to certain doctrines or interpretations, we can end up limiting our thinking. We might shut ourselves off from alternative viewpoints, from new experiences, and sometimes, without even realizing it, we might judge others harshly, just because their beliefs or lifestyles are different from our own. It's so important to remember that, at its core, religion is really about love, compassion, and understanding. Practicing faith in a way that encourages tolerance, empathy, and respect for everyone, regardless of their background or beliefs, that's where true spiritual freedom lies. So, cultures around the world, they really vary a lot in how they balance individual freedom with societal structure. Some cultures, they really prioritize individual liberty and self-expression, encouraging people to forge their own paths and challenge the status quo. On the other hand, there are cultures that place a much higher value on conformity, tradition, and social harmony. These societies tend to emphasize collective responsibility and, yeah, a deep respect for authority. For example, many Western societies tend to emphasize individualism. They encourage independence, self-reliance, and the pursuit of personal goals. In contrast, many Eastern cultures lean more toward collectivism. They highlight the importance of family, community, and social harmony over, say, individual desires. Now here's the thing. Neither approach is inherently right or wrong. Each one has its own strengths and, well, its own weaknesses. Societies that prioritize individual freedom might foster innovation and creativity, but they can also struggle with social inequality and a lack of shared identity. Meanwhile, cultures that emphasize structure and conformity may offer a strong sense of stability and belonging, but they also risk stifling individual expression and, honestly, slowing down progress. Just like a tightrope walker needs a rope for balance, societies need rules and regulations to function effectively. These rules, often codified into laws and social norms, provide a framework for order, safety, and cooperation. They help prevent chaos and ensure a certain level of fairness and justice. However, just as a tightrope walker needs to be careful not to become too rigid or inflexible, societies must also strike a balance between order and freedom. When rules become too restrictive or are used to suppress dissent and maintain power imbalances, they can stifle creativity, innovation, and individual liberty. The key lies in creating a society that upholds both individual rights and collective responsibility. This requires ongoing dialogue, critical thinking, and a willingness to adapt rules and systems to meet the evolving needs of society. Recognizing the invisible bars of our own cages is the first step towards breaking free from limiting beliefs and societal conditioning. This requires honest self-reflection, a willingness to question our assumptions, and a genuine curiosity about alternative perspectives. We can start by examining our own beliefs and values. Where did these beliefs originate? Are they truly our own, or are they inherited from our upbringing, culture, or society? We can also reflect on our choices and actions. Are we living in accordance with our authentic selves, or are we conforming to external expectations? This journey of self-discovery can be both challenging and liberating. It requires us to confront our own biases, challenge our comfort zones, and embrace the unknown. However, it is through this process of introspection that we begin to dismantle the bars of our cages and create space for personal growth and transformation. Breaking free from limiting beliefs and societal conditioning is not about sudden, drastic changes. It is a gradual process of self-discovery, learning, and growth. Just as a bird learns to fly by taking small, tentative flaps of its wings, we too can cultivate our own freedom through small, consistent actions. We can start by exploring new interests, stepping outside our comfort zones, and engaging with diverse perspectives. This could involve trying a new hobby, reading books and articles on unfamiliar topics, or having conversations with people from different backgrounds. Journaling can be a powerful tool for self-reflection, allowing us to process our thoughts and emotions, identify our values, and track our progress. Engaging in meaningful conversations with trusted friends, family members, or therapists can also provide valuable insights and support. Breaking free from our cages is not a destination but a lifelong journey. It is about embracing growth, challenging our limitations, and continuously striving to expand our understanding of ourselves and the world around us. As we embark on this journey, it is essential to remember that everyone is at a different stage in their own personal evolution. We must approach others with empathy, understanding, and a willingness to learn from their experiences. By fostering a spirit of open-mindedness, compassion, and respect for diversity, we can create a world where everyone feels empowered to spread their wings and soar to their fullest potential. Remember, true freedom lies not just in breaking free from our own cages, but also in helping others unlock theirs.